Hey guys, what's up? My name's Art. It's time for me to do another video because I gotta talk about this. At this time right now, it is 12:30 Monday morning. I just got home. So this week itself. I haven't read any books, so I haven't read any books at all. I tried to start reading this book again, got delayed by other things. Found another book that I could read. It's a little bit shorter than that one. So I might read two books this week if I get lucky. The last video I did, I talked about the Batman DVD, which I got in the mail Thursday, and so starting since Thursday, I've been watching the whole thing. I just finished season one today after 20 some episodes. And if I fell asleep through one of the episodes, I stopped it and rewind, went back to it, and we watched it so I can watch every episode. That was good. Um, Saturday, woke up, did some things. Uh, Saturday night was my friend's birthday party, so we went out to eat as normal. We were supposed to meet there at 8. I was like the third person to show up there, so he was supposed to show up there, and he said he got a table reserved. When we get there, there's no table reserved, so we technically waited almost an hour and a half to get a table. And plus, this restaurant they always play the UFC fights. So whenever so it's always crowded. So that's our luck. Next thing you know, we went to a cigar bar. If you don't know what a cigar bar is, it's a it's a bar that sells cigars, and you can actually smoke cigars in the bar. Now in Michigan, no restaurants are smoke free. Bars are smoke free. So if you want to smoke, you got to smoke outside. The casinos, you can smoke in the casinos. I don't know, some weird rule for Michigan. But anyway, but here's the thing. So what happens is, as long as you're in the bar, you can smoke a cigar. But if you want to smoke a cigarette, you got to step outside. And of course, it's wintertime and it's kind of cold out there. So we went there. I drank about a half a pitcher of beer. It took me about 40 minutes to get that pitcher of beer. So naturally, I drank half of that. They had a live band, and they played Rolling Stone, a lot of music from the Rolling Stones. So of course, some of the songs I've heard of, some I had no clue what they were singing, and the way how the guy was singing it, I couldn't understand half the shit that was going on. So, but there was it was an older crowd, and it's like a place that you kind of want to just chill. There's no really off the wall crazy stuff, so that was fine. I go home. Uh, had a person called me to hang out at like 2 in the morning. Right after that, so I got home and I'm just about to get to sleep, and this person, I need to talk to you and stuff like that. So I went, oh great. You can't talk to me over the phone, so I could fall asleep. No, I had to see him in person, so saw that person in person. We talked for a couple hours, and then after that, I got home at 7 in the morning. Finally get to bed. Wake up about noon. Started laundry. So I was doing laundry until like 7 o'clock. Actually, right there, that's the last of the laundry. Right before I went to those WWE wrestling pay per view was tonight or last night. So I put the last load in the dryer right before I left. So that way, we had this efficient dryer, so it takes longer to dry, especially the amount of clothes I have. So it takes a lot, so I had to do it like twice. So I got that done, and So I just got back. Now, the reason why I left my friend's house about 11ish because I wanted to get home. Technically, I would be sleeping right now. But what happens as I was driving home, I hit something in the road and it blew out my damn tire. And I was like, oh man. Because I was driving, all of a sudden, boom! I was like, what the hell was that? I felt like I hit, so I was like, okay, whatever. Car was okay for about a couple seconds. For about a minute or two, then all of a sudden, the thing flashed, on the dash, it flashed and said, hey, your tire pressure is like 32 pounds per square inch, pounds per inch or something like that. It went down to 9. I was like, what the hell? So I'm like, okay, because there's two freeways I had to get to my house tonight. I made it to this one freeway. I made a connection to this one freeway. I said, if I can make it to this gas station, I'm fine. I made it to the gas station before the tire completely shredded. Completely shredded. Let me see if I can show you the picture what it looks like. See that? That's when I got out my car at the gas station. That's what I saw. And I made it to this gas. I made it to this gas station like that, and I was like, wow. So I had to wait. So it's about like it had to be like 11:30 ish or something like that. And the guy luckily I had roadside assistance. So I suggest if you're a car owner, have roadside assistance. Even if you don't use it, it's a peace of mind. Luckily, I have it. I had to use it twice to replace a tire on my old car so I can get ready so I can junk it, and I won't get fined. Get sued by the city. Luckily, I had the roadside assistance. The guy came in. The guy was like there a half an hour. He replaced the tire, and so took the tire off. This part, the rubber actually came off, and I was like, wow. Now, tell you the truth, if I didn't make it to that gas station, I've been stuck on the side of a dark ass road, freeway, dark. It's not about safety is one thing, but you don't know what could happen. Even though sometimes they're relatively safe, but you don't know when they're going to get you because they actually have to find you. That's the thing. Even though they got GPS, and the roadside assistants know exactly where you are, but to try to explain it to that person, that's a different story. Luckily, I had a spare. Luckily, I also had a spare USB cord, like this. This is the one that came with the phone. As you see, I had to tape it up because it's all ratted out. Excuse me, bent out of shape and stuff like that. So yes, I had to buy a new phone. Yes, naturally I had to buy a new phone because the battery power is like a lot less, and I'm kind of lazy to get a new phone. I like getting this phone until I like using my phones until I can't use it anymore. But right now I can use it for maybe a couple hours and I can charge it or whatever. So luckily I had that so I could plug it in and keep the phone charged so that way, you know, I could keep my sanity a little bit. But anyway, he came, slapped in. Luckily I had a spare. I remember I had a spare. So if possible, have a spare tire in your car. If you have a full size spare, even better. But check to see if you have a spare. If you have a spare, good. Make sure that thing is inflated at all times. Because when this happens, so so it took me a little bit longer to get home because with that spare tire, you can't drive as fast. The speed limit on the freeway is like 70 miles an hour. And I usually travel between 70 and 80. Yes, I do break the law a little bit, just trying to get my ass home so I can go to sleep. But so it took me like over half an hour to get home because I was driving at 50 miles an hour, 50 to 60 miles an hour. So this week Tuesday my state has to vote who we want as a candidate for Democrats and Republicans, depending upon which way you vote. I've kind of torn right now between Biden and Sanders. Kind of torn. Biden is a safe choice, but can he beat Trump? I don't think so. Sanders probably be the better choice, but can he beat Trump? Basically, bottom line, Trump is getting another 4 years, but in my opinion, Trump is going to get another 4 years, just because. And I'm not really going to get into it this late at night. So I just wanted him to get a fighting chance. But anyway, that aside, so hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest, I can get a new tire. Oh, so yeah, that's fine. There's a tire place down the street from my job. I can just go there, see if they got one. How much it's gonna cost? Boom, get it done. Not a problem. But other than that, I'm safe. Got to fold up the rest of this laundry, and I'm gonna try to get some sleep for the next week. Next week. So anyway, hope you had a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys soon.